Well, howdy, folks. Sandy here at the Printing Jarhead. Yeah, I changed the name. Um, Sorry if that confused a few of you. Just all has to do with, 3D bunkhouse is like, I don't know, it just didn't roll off my tongue. So, I changed the name. I'm not sure whether they've updated it yet at the moment or not, but I'm updating it on video. I got my desk all cleaned up, all except a couple of things. I've been making parts for the Anet A8. It's this wonderful little kit from Anet. They're a great little company. I got contacted, and hey, would I like to throw my amateur spin on this? We all know I'm beginning, I'm learning. I'm by far no expert by any means. Well, I of course said yes. Well, it just showed up. So, I told my YouTube channel about it, and it's time to unbox this thing, put it together. Kit that you can get, just about anywhere. You can get it on Amazon. That's where the number that I got works. You can get it through GearBest. I've heard they take a while to get it though, so be warned there. This thing is a clone, as I understand it, of a Prusa or Prusa. Prusa, some people say Prusa. It's P-R-U-S-A. Mark II, which is one of the premier 3D printers of its type. Prusa sells theirs, all constructed, all that. They're very expensive, but they're very good machines. Everything I've heard, I want one or two or three or four myself. And just do some of the best of printing, like this workhorse. Well, this thing is loaded with all the parts to make it. As a bare bones, it'll function. Then if you want to turn it into this wonderful, wonderful, dependable Prusa clone, well, you can do what I did. You spend a couple of days printing with another printer ahead of time. Or if it's your first printer, go ahead and get it together, print your upgrades, and then take it apart and put them back in. It is worth the effort. Let's see. You wouldn't believe how much was worth the effort. This particular brace came from Insomniac 45, or at least that's what they put on the side here, off Thingiverse. I did not design this or any of the parts for it. Every part that I'm printing, like I'm printing the spool holder for this right now, or the parts that I have printed. Like here's another brace and that's how this company makes this one so economical, is all these various parts that somebody has to make, ship, buy, sell, and install. You're not paying for any of that. You get the G codes and you just print it up. These things, they look incredible to me. There's many other parts in this box that I did. These are the largest two, and they show up easier on camera. Now, I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to start building it. Supposedly this is like a 3-hour build. I kind of doubt that for myself. My plan is to build this in a couple of live videos. Um, with I'm not real good at making the movies, so I'm just kind of I'm live. Um, I'm not gonna say you'll never see pre-made orchestrated film or movie or whatever they call it on this thing, um, but it's not likely. And if you do, it's not gonna be very many. I'd rather just be live. Um, as I get followers, I'm sure people will pop up on the screen and they ask me questions and all that. Right now, I'm a newbie. I'm disabled Jarhead. I basically homebound. So hey, what better business? You can work anytime you want. I've got insomnia, so a lot of times you'll see me pop up in the middle of the night. Some of them are just rambling. Some of them are learning stuff. As I learn things, I will pass that on. So without further ado, let's get this thing unboxed. And like I said, I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking through the building. I mean, I'll do some as thing pops in my mind, but mainly I'm just going to build it. And I believe I'm going to have to go on, I might have to turn you guys off so that I can go watch some YouTube videos. Just because that's the way it works. Okay, let me see here. Get this. I'm going to put this up here. Try not to fall down. Yeah, balance issues. Still waiting on the UPS man. He's supposed to be bringing me some more plastic film. Okay, we have a lid. Hey, I think I'm going to use this for some insulation because everything I've been seeing, you insulate the bottom of your heat plate. The thing runs better. Well, I better check the temperatures because this isn't that super styrofoam. This might not work. But yeah, if you can insulate your bed, that'll really help you. Okay. Uh-oh, my husband's gonna come home and he's not gonna see that I cleaned all day today. Okay, first tray. And like I say, it's parts. It's there's part of the bed, there's part of the bed. Well, they give me tools and the wiring. I've heard that this is the infamous screwdriver. It's back and forth. No, it's plastic injection molding. It's not 3D printed. Yeah, I was told to look for all that. No, it all looks like injection molding. I mean, personally, if they're good made parts, I don't see a problem with 3D printed parts. Oh, we got another little bag of tools. Yeah, those I'm just going to probably throw in the toolbox right away. Whole shitload of nuts and bolts. Labeled pretty good, it looks like. Wiring, oh, that's my end stops, switches. I'm not going there. Everybody else talks about this. I ain't doing it. Okay. Oh, Mr. UPS is here. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta get some more gifts. I love when they give me things. Hi. Fine. Hush. It's taking him a second. He's gonna get his stuff, get it out of here. But hey, I'm surprised where we live or where you're going into there. okay. Everybody happy else. Okay. This is filaments that love it when they send stuff to me. It's like Christmas. Okay. Now let's see this next tray here. We have. Let's put this so it sits nice. Oh yeah, yeah, the bearings. They look okay. Okay, more pieces. Okay, and here. This is what I was talking about, the acrylic frame. It's good thick acrylic, black, well protected, got the paper on it. Anet motherboard, 220 by 220 by 240. So this whole thing's only 10 millimeters shorter than this one, as far as its build plate. Okay. I don't need to really open that one. We've all seen those. But there's what I was looking for. Well, part of it. I'm also looking for a piece of paper, which I haven't found the piece of paper yet. But I got the purple thumb drive that's got the majority of the instructions on it. So I'll probably also have to, I'll let you go while I'm hooking up the printer. And I'll probably, do that. But I'll come right back, and every video until it's put together will be putting this together. Oh, okay. The display, quite nice. I like it. The infamous 5 buttons. That's where you tell this thing what to do. That's in that tray. Oh, and we got a fan. Decent looking heat sink to put on it. Yeah, it's all the little pieces parts. None of this is even together. It's if you love models, which I do. Oh man, my mom could tell you some story about me and models. I think I probably ran her broke. I don't know. She never complained. And then we have the last section. I still don't see the infamous piece of paper. Okay, the power supply. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to get all the directions off the card. But see, there's supposed to be some addresses to the videos that they want you to see in there. Fortunately, I know that I'm supposed to look. My first 3D printed part. The little cooler nozzle. This is actually pretty important to really good prints. If you're just getting this as your first kit, well, you silly person, you should have got a different one first. But I think you can do it if you got half a brain. And that's all I got, so hey, I can do it. But the first thing I would do is I would reprint this. They make some really nice roundy ones, or all kinds of nice ones. I haven't printed it myself yet for this, because I've been working on getting that stuff that's deep down in it that I want to just install while I'm putting it together. No upgrade needed, it's there is what I want. And yeah, plenty of the cord wrap stuff. Okay. Well, look again. I do not see the piece of paper. It ain't under none, and it wasn't under the box. There's my stepper money. Well, I don't want to put them in the box. They're hard enough to get out the first time. I think I'm just going to lay these down on the floor. 1, 2, 3. That way I can just get the parts if I need them. I've also heard the parts are kind of spread hell to breakfast in there. There's no real per se order to them. And it doesn't really look like there's a per se order to them to me. Okay. That's that. Those are laid out. Now, yeah, my little purple card. Or purple, it's a little card reader with a little micro USB chip in it. And again, if you're first time to it, it gives you a way to get your programs from your computer to the printer. Because you have to use the micro USB thing in order to get anything into the printer. Yeah, little USB. It doesn't tell me how much is in there. Oh, maybe on this side. It does, but I can't read it. Okay, well, as long as it has the instructions, that's what I need. But see, there's supposed to be a diagram also of how to wire that motherboard. That's the main thing that's on that I'm looking for. Oh well, on we go. Welcome to the first issue with buying any of these kits. There's a few of them out there, and all of them you're gonna find, or so I've heard. You're gonna, let's see. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna find that there's probably a piece or two missing on some kits. It doesn't look like anything else is missing. However, that that was kind of supposed to be, that's the list of what's supposed missing or not missing should be there. Wait a minute, maybe it's stuck to one of the bottom of the styrofoams. Hold on. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, well. It looks like I'm going to go on the net and get the old printer going. Or, the old-fashioned printer going. I'll be back as soon as I can. Keep watching for the next live one. And should be not too long.